I am making a giant cinnamon roll, 1 ingredient, canned cinnamon rolls. So I just thought this would be a fun recipe to do. So you just take 1 cinnamon roll, or one cinnamon roll, put it on the bottom, then you open up another cinnamon roll. And this pan might be too small. Might need to get a bigger, might need to get a cookie sheet. And then, there we go. Mike and the boys went to go see our daughter in her new house. And so, they're coming back from their trip. And I just thought this might be fun because I don't feel like cooking anything major right now. I think this will fit. Maybe. It's gonna be close. Okay, this is kind of funny. Okay, so now we've got our oven at 350 degrees, and we're gonna put it in there for about 20 minutes. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness. Okay, they're about to drive in any minute now, so I'm gonna let this cool, and then I'm gonna frost it. Okay. Oh, how fun, how fun, how fun. Okay, so here we have our great big cinnamon roll. And I'm going to frost it. Oh my goodness. How fun. My goodness, really doesn't get much easier than this super easy recipe, does it? And one of my boys is particularly fond of leftovers in the packet. Oh, yum. This video is brought to you by our Dining on a Dime cookbook. We have quick and easy recipes your family will love to help you get in and out of the kitchen fast. Please visit us at livingonadime.com. It's 25% off now. I am trying a 2-ingredient recipe today. This is just a recipe that honestly I'm just making up as I go along because I got my oil. Now I don't count my oil and salt and pepper and water when I have my ingredient counts. If you want to count that, that's fine. But I have this leftover pie filling that I need to get used up. And I was like, ooh, you know what would be delicious is to put it with cinnamon rolls. So what I'm gonna try is I'm going to cut up my cinnamon rolls. So that, well, maybe I'll do 2 at a time. Okay, get them back together here. Oops. Okay, my family loves these cinnamon rolls. We used to get them all the time when they were 99 cents for special occasions. Now my kids are fortunate in that I could take all my, well, not all my food, but all my recipe food off on my taxes, so I get this stuff when normally they wouldn't have. So I'm just gonna put a thin layer. Now I don't know if I need 2. I think I'm gonna need 2 cans of these. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need 2 cans. Get a layer on the bottom here. Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 cans. Okay, then I'm gonna take my pie filling and I'm just going to spread this all over. Now this is cherry, but you could use blueberry, strawberry, whatever flavor you want. I wouldn't do anything like banana because that would be weird, but yeah. Okay, then my next layer. Yeah, like I said, I'm making this up as I go along, so who knows how this is going to end up. Okay. All right, so now, as soon as I get these all on, I'm going to throw this in a 350-degree oven for 18 minutes. And we will see how it turns out. I don't know, that's looking pretty yummy if I do say so myself. Okay, I'm gonna throw that in the oven. Okay, so I should have cooked it just a little bit longer. I think the bottom didn't quite get done. So I'm gonna add 5 minutes to the cooking time in the recipe, but it's 2 ingredients.
Ooh, 2 ingredients.
Yes.
In that case, who cares about how long it cooked? Just kidding.
It's canned cinnamon rolls and pie filling.
That's really good. I'm trying to think of what it tastes like. Something that's very familiar. Anyway, it's amazing. What kind of pie filling?
Cherry.
Yum, this is really good. Maybe it's cherry turnovers? I don't know.
I was going to say cherry turnovers. It's very really similar to cherry turnovers.
And it's really soft and cinnamony. Like the cinnamon rolls, because I guess if you use cinnamon rolls,
it might taste like it.
It's really good.
So 2 ingredient recipe, thumbs up?
Yep.
Yay.
I'm going to dig here and see if I can find the part that didn't get cooked enough.
Uh-oh. Okay,
it's delicious enough that I could try it.
Did you find it? Jack says that I maybe needed 5 more minutes. It's a test recipe, so.
I didn't find anything undercooked so far.
Okay, yay. I am testing a 2 ingredient cheesecake. Now I don't count oil in my video, so if you want to count your oil, you can, but it is cinnamon roll and cheesecake filling. Now, Pam sent me this. I just thought, oh, I gotta give it a try. So this is the cinnamon rolls. My family loves these. Remember the days when they used to be $1, guys? Okay, so now she rolled them out, but I think what I'm gonna do is smush. Just like so. So I'm gonna smush it like that, I think. I don't know. We'll see how this works. This sounded so delicious. Now, in the recipe that she sent me, she said that it rolled it out and that they kind of fell apart a little bit. So that's why I was individually doing this. I'm gonna see if it will like work into my pan. They also used a square pan and I'm using a round one. So am I following the recipe at all? Of course not, I'm Tara, that's what I do. I don't know, if you guys like the way I cook, just kind of throwing it together, could you give me a thumbs up and subscribe and share this video, guys? Okay, so now I'm kind of smushing it out as much filled in as I can. You see how I'm doing that? I'm just kind of squishing it all in there. I have no idea if this is gonna work. Pam said it would work, so we'll believe Pam. Yeah, probably some will seep out there, but I don't know. That's pretty close. And so then I've got this no-bake cheesecake that I had from another recipe. Of course, I'm Tara, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bake it. Okay, let's see. Spread this around. See if I can get something. Okay. Now, you could put pie filling in here too if you want. And I have some left over, but I'm making another canned biscuit recipe with it, so I'm just gonna do this one for the moment. Okay, so now we got 4 more that we're gonna smush out pretty thin. Just go as thin as you can. See how thin I got that? That's pretty thin. Then if it falls apart, you can just kind of put it back together. Just like so. I think it's the funniest thing. Anytime I do this with my hands, not everybody, but there's always several people that are like, well, did you wash your hands? I mean, do you guys really need me to show you washing my hands before I do this stuff? I mean, if you really want me to, I guess comment and let me know, but I kind of assumed it was just a given that people wash their hands before they start cooking, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. There's a first time for everything. Okay. Okay. 2 ingredients. We're gonna see how this turns out. Now we're gonna put this in the oven. And the recipe on the website says 350 degrees. So we're gonna throw this in the oven and see what happens. Okay, so here is my cheesecake, and I have frosting that I'm just drizzling over top. Mike's not here, and one of my favorite sons is dying for a taste, so I will give him a piece and then come back and have Mike test it. Oh, that looks pretty good. All right, here you go, son.
Wait, whoa, one of your favorite sons? I thought I was your only favorite son.
You are, Dave, but don't tell BJ. It might hurt his feelings.
Oh, okay. I'm taking.
We have to be considerate of others' feelings.
Okay.
So this is 2-ingredient cheesecake bake or something. I don't know. What did Jack think of the cooked part?
I didn't try this.
Here, Jake.
Oh, you didn't try this one? Oh, okay.
This is the 1-ingredient cheesecake
I had
for the bake.
I had BJ trying this one.
Oops.
Okay, so
Except I
tell
need
me
to
what
cut
you
it.
think of this. I need to add 5 more minutes to cooking time on this too, but
What?
that's okay.
You
I'll
wanna
add
try
it in the
first,
recipe.
Jack? Maybe my cupbearer. Do you want to try it first and be my cupbearer? All right.
Okay, somebody in the comments type in that Bible verse. You're not a huge cheesecake person, but I tested
Actually, I
it.
love cheesecake, and this is really good.
I'm dairy free, but I tested it anyway, and oh my goodness, it's really good.
Actually, I didn't used to be a cheesecake person
But
for
now you
weird
are?
kid reasons, but now I love it.
Well, you must, since you're having
I just have to not love it too much because I'm loving too much food too much.
Recipe that broke the internet. This is my mom's recipe in our Dining on a Dime cookbook. Page 91, volume 2 of our Dining on a Dime cookbook, page 91. Yes, I saw this recipe going all over the internet and I was like, that's Mom's Sticky Buns. That's what it's been. All right, so actually instead of dirtying a measuring cup, I am going to just use this one, the regular one. All right, so we've got our whipping cream. Now, Mom's recipe, I am cutting into quarters. So there's the whipping cream right there. Oh my goodness, that is delicious. And I just lied because I forgot I have to melt my butter or margarine, so that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna put in my butter right here and melt it in the microwave. Okay, I've got my butter or margarine melted in the microwave, and now I'm going to add my brown sugar. So that was 3 tablespoons of butter or margarine, and I'm going to add 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Now, if you want, you can add nuts into this. You could put raisins, would be really good. But we're just gonna make it, my boys just like it plain, so we're just gonna get this all mixed around just like this. Now, Mom's recipe also calls for making homemade bread. Now, you can use cinnamon rolls that I'm using today. So I'm using these canned cinnamon rolls. You could use freezer cinnamon rolls. And you can make your own. It doesn't really matter, but I'm using the can today. Woo, it fell apart. It's okay. That's kind of part of the fun, is rolling it back up, isn't it? Okay, so we got 1. I think these are 8. Now we're gonna put this in a 400-degree oven for 13 to 17 minutes. Look at that bubbly, delicious goodness. Okay, we're gonna let this cool down for just about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna tip it over. Okay, it has been about 5 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my cake plate upside down. And I hope I can do this. Now you can just scoop them out if you want, but I don't know why I'm getting all fancy. Okay, there. And it's still warm. Oops. Well, I didn't do that very gracefully. Scoot it over. Oh my goodness. Guys, if you are liking these videos, would you please give me a thumbs up, share, and subscribe? Doesn't that look delicious? The recipe is in the description below. Okay, try a bite.
Yum. Mmm. Man, that is amazingly good.
Okay, that's your mother-in-law's recipe.
That's really good.
Yay.
How many can I have?
10 out of 10.
Yep, it's delicious.
Right, for this Blueberry Lemon Loaf, which is an experimental recipe, guys, I'm just gonna see if I can do it. Spraying my loaf pan very well. I don't know if this is gonna work, but oh my goodness, it sounded so delicious. I thought I should try it. Maybe what we should change the channel is Tara Experiments. Maybe we should change that channel name. What do you think?
Maybe it should be called Will It Work?
Will it work? All right, my favorite, one of my favorite.
Delicious or disaster?
That would be a great name. Okay, we're changing the channel name to Delicious or Disaster. Actually, that's pretty good, dear. Man, you're just so witty. Delicious or Disaster. Okay, I got my sugar in here. And then I am going to get my lemon zest.
Where you get your Kevlar gloves?
Oh yeah, hello. I always wear my gloves for grating. Guys, it's been a long couple of days and yeah. Okay, sorry about that. My favorite don't cut yourself glove. Thank you, dear. You just don't want to be taking me to the emergency room.
Right.
See?
It's the anniversary of that one time in the garage where you took a nosedive.
It is, isn't it?
Came up on my Facebook the other day as a memory.
When I was in the hospital with my 347th concussion.
Tar with oxygen and an IV.
All right. That. Our neighbor was a medic. I was walking in the garage in the dark and I tripped over a board and I face planted straight down on the corner of the workbench. And you know it's bad when we don't ever go to the emergency room unless somebody's, really bleeding. But when your neighbor who's a medic says, you better go to the, he was an EMT. He was like, you better go to the emergency room. I was feeling pretty out of it. Okay. Get all our biscuits in here and coat it with, now you can put this in a plastic bag and shake it if you want. I don't want to waste a plastic bag. So I'll get them all coated. Yummy Ramon. Okay, so now we're going to put half in the bottom.
It smells good already.
Yum. And then I'm going to sprinkle some of the sugar on the bottom there. Then we're going to take our blueberries. Now these are frozen blueberries. That's why I'm not sure if this recipe is going to work because it calls for regular blueberries, but we live in Wyoming and there ain't no darn tootin' way I'm paying $5 for a little thing of blueberries. So,
would the sauce add to it?
No, it'll make it soggy like the only recipe that I've had fail in years, the pizza monkey bread. That was a fail. That was such a bad fail that my family couldn't even eat it. Now that has not happened.
We tried to fake it, but it just didn't work out.
Years. That has not happened in years.
But then she made the recipe again the next day differently.
And it really turned out.
And it was amazing.
It really turned out good. Okay, let me wash my hands real quick. All right, we're gonna melt our butter. And I'll tell you right now, I don't think I have enough in here, but I'm just gonna get that melted first. Yeah, that's not enough. Just had to put like a teaspoon more of butter in here and it melted. Now I've got my brown sugar. There. Gonna mix this together. Then we're gonna pour this over the top and put this in a 350-degree oven. Make sure all my pieces are evenly spread out and got lots of that yummy goodness. Okay. Oops. Okay. Now we're gonna put this in the oven. Dear, I really think we should change the channel name. I think that's brilliant. Okay, guys, comment and tell me if we should change the channel name from Super Easy Recipes to, what was it you said?
Delicious or disaster?
Delicious or disaster. I just love it. Absolutely love it. That's so me. All right, here is. Oh, that looks really good.
It does look really good.
Okay, so we're gonna let this cool for just a little bit and then we're gonna turn it over on a plate and glaze it. Okay, I'm going to make a lemon glaze. I have about a tablespoon or 2 of butter. I'll put the exact recipe down there. I do not ever measure for my glazes because, well, it's just such an easy recipe. Okay, oops. All right, that was a piece of mint. Okay, now to get
lemon glaze.
Yeah, to get the most juice out of your lemon, if you roll it like that, it really breaks the lemon juice free. You can use your hands if you want, but I like my sieve. All right, a couple tablespoons of, well, I guess it didn't even help having my sieve, did it? Okay, a couple tablespoons of lemon juice. And let's see if we've got a glaze consistency or if I need to add a little bit of milk. Oh, I don't want to add milk to this because that will make it curdle.
The lemon will make the milk curdle?
Yes.
Things you only hear here, folks.
Oh, my goodness. This was yesterday's recipe. It was on the outside of the powdered sugar bag. Okay, that's very good. Now I have my plate and I need to pull apart the edge. Now let's see if we can flip this out of here or not. So pull and kind of lift, pull and lift, pull and lift. And now I think I got it all released. Yes. Ooh, yum. Okay, now I'm going to scrape out the bottom of the pan.
The rest of the
So all
goodies.
that yummy goodness is all there. Okay, and then, now here's the fun part. I was gonna see if I can just flip it, but I can't. So, there we go. Now, obviously I need a bigger pan, but then, yeah, just a little bit more lemon juice because that's not quite thin enough. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll save the rest of my lemon glaze and I'll make something else with it. Oh, that looks really good. Holy cow. Okay, we're gonna have mic test. There it is.
Oh, I hate to ruin it. It looks so pretty.
I know, it looks so lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah, here. I like edge pieces because I like crispy. Mmm. Mmm.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
I can taste the lemon for sure.
The miracle of canned biscuits. You gotta love it. All over my, so I have flour all over my apron. And what did you think when you met me first time wearing an apron?
I said, oh, she's going to be baking stuff for me, and she's never going to make any mistakes.
I had you fooled, didn't I?
Yeah, I didn't really think on the mistakes. I was like, oh, wow, nice.